And welcome back to the Hot Lap. And apparently in Italy, it is Hamilton Mania with Lewis Hamilton painting the town of Maranello red. Well, continuing to, because let's be fair, red is the colour of Maranello. Red is the colour of Ferrari. Yes, apparently Italy has gone Hamilton Mania. So here's the story here. Lewis Hamilton's test to cause chaos, apparently, at Ferrari HQ. Now, if you notice a big police presence, this is from Planet F1, in Maranello later this month. No, it's not the Pope arriving to bless Ferrari, they say. It's just the day of Lewis Hamilton's debut outing in a Formula 1 car. Now, Ferrari's tifosi are expected to fill the streets of Maranello when Hamilton heads to the Fiorano circuit for his first test with the new team. After 12 years of racing for Mercedes, bringing his essentially 7 world titles, one of them obviously with McLaren, but yes, he was driving a Mercedes engine there. Hamilton swapped silver for red. It's a storyline that's pretty much been dominating the news cycle since about February last year for best part of the year, as a record-breaking potential 8th title awaits. Can he do it? The first step, though, is getting in a Formula 1 Ferrari car. And the rumour is that this will take place later in the month, in the week commencing the 20th of January. However, Ferrari are yet to confirm the exact date. But if you're looking for a sign, the people of Maranello will give it away on the day. At least that's according to Italian journalist Roberto Cinquero, who believes people will be lining the streets to catch a glimpse of the 7 times world champion. A kind of Hamilton mania has started in Italy, he told James Allen on the James Allen F1 podcast. He said, since the new year began, there's a big question mark that the Italian Ferrari fans are trying to answer. When will the first test of Lewis Hamilton in a Ferrari car take place? I think millions around the world are looking forward to that. I cannot imagine the number of people that will be around the track, he said. I'm expecting the Maranello and Fiorano streets to be filled with people. I'm expecting something that we haven't seen in years, so it will be hard work for the people in Maranello. But I'm not surprised. All the national media, not only the sports media, are giving a lot of space to the man, Lewis Hamilton. The mainstream is telling you who is Lewis, his passion and interest, the story of his career, and his desire to end his career driving you can't say Scarlet anymore, can you? But a Ferrari, a red Ferrari. Now, Cinquero isn't the only one predicting Italy's reaction to Hamilton's arrival. We've also got Emerson Fittipaldi of Brazilian fame claiming the country will come to a standstill on March 16th when Hamilton contests his debut race in red, albeit that's in Australia. But I'm sure, all the TVs are going to be on. There's going to be parties. And he said, Ferrari's coming back strong. You can imagine Lewis at Ferrari. The whole of Italy is going to stop on Sunday to watch Lewis drive a Ferrari. And that's what he said to TalkSport's On Track podcast. He said, Lewis's motivation, it's a challenge to have a new team like Ferrari. Every driver has a dream to drive for Ferrari. And I think that is at the stage of his life, to be able to go to Ferrari with Fred Vasseur, who is his team principal, and he was his team principal both in Formula 3 and Formula 2. The family, he says, is getting back together. I'm looking forward to seeing next season. It should be very exciting for Lewis and Formula 1 getting extremely competitive now. So following his wake-up test, which is likely to see Hamilton drive either the F175, which I think, or the SF23, Hamilton will have another run at the Circuit de Catalunya later in the month. Now, according to the Italian edition of Motorsport.com, Ferrari have booked a window of 4 days at the Barcelona circuit for late January, giving the team crucial flexibility to conduct 2 crucial tests. Days of on-track running. Hamilton will then officially represent Ferrari for the first time in pre-season testing at Bahrain next month. And it's not only obviously Planet F1 doing it. Hamilton, Ferrari Mania set to create chaos for the police. Pandemonium will strike when word gets around Lewis's first outing with Ferrari, it says. It's been 2 weeks since he embarked on what is expected to be the final racing chapter of his career. I think that's a fair thing to say. It probably will be. Lewis's, he's in the evening, in the twilight of his career. Hamilton's decision to end his long-standing association with Mercedes and join Ferrari is the biggest transfer in F1 history. I think currently it is. Now, in relation to getting this massive media, Hamilton, no one is bigger than the sport, but he's more than just a Formula 1 driver when you look at some of the others. And I think the only other big thing in Italy that would have happened is if Ayrton Senna ended up realising his dream and coming to Ferrari. I think the Hugh Hall, Tifosi in Italy would have gone equally as mad, maybe even more, who knows, if Senna did, and we would be having these headlines here as well. Obviously, Schumacher went there, but he was just a 2-time champion, and he wasn't the 7-time champion that, for example, Lewis is. But certainly, when you think of Ferrari, one of the drivers you're always going to think of is Michael Schumacher, one of the best of all time. But Hamilton is the sport's most successful driver when you look at wins, equal obviously with the championship. Yes, Hamilton did those wins in seasons that had much more races, for example, than Michael Schumacher. But he has those 7 titles to his name, as has Michael, and the additional record for most victories and pole positions. But it remains to be seen as whether Hamilton will be able to recapture his title-challenging form of old. I think there's always a chance. It all depends on how good that Ferrari is. There's also a story of why doesn't Ferrari... when will Hamilton be in action for the first time? There's all these rumours. According to Italian Auto Racer, it says Hamilton would be in action during a 3-day test at Fiorano from the 21st to the 23rd of January, so sometime next week. This would follow his first days at Ferrari's Maranello factory, in line with earlier reports from motorsport.com, which also talked about a test for Hamilton in the same period. And it's the F175, it is certain that Hamilton will appear in his Ferrari suit. That is when Ferrari's new livery will be presented, as will that of all the teams. The drivers will also be in London for the 18th of February. That's during the F175, not the Ferrari 75. The drivers will also be in London on the 18th of February for the event organised by F1 itself. A day later, Hamilton will be in action at Fiorano, according to several media, but that too has not yet been confirmed by Ferrari. The team will hold a presentation of the new car the next day. It's getting exciting, isn't it? So, F175, lots of stuff. I can't wait. I'm really looking forward to it. First details emerge of the opening test. Hamilton's, as we know, a multi-year contract. Yeah, so everyone's saying it's going to be amazing. It's going to be really interesting. We can't wait. Lewis Hamilton to Ferrari. Where were you when he took his first meters, laps, etc. in a Ferrari car? It's most certainly going to be headline news going into what will hopefully be, let's be fair, one of the most exciting seasons of ever, maybe. I mean, we knew how exciting 2024 is. If it only started, for example, in Miami, wow, that would have been quite tasty. Anyway, if you made it to the end, please, oh please, give us a subscribe if you're not subscribed, or hit that notification button so you don't miss a video. We will no doubt speak to you soon. If you want to do a bit extra though, a like would be lovely. Thank you very much. Stay safe, and I said thank you already, haven't I? Yeah. Oh well.